What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Vampy Book Club. If you guys don't know what this is, it's a little thing where we go over the old school books. But I can't do this without my main Dollar Dell and my other main Triple B. We're all here, so yeah, we're doing this before. Well, kind of during the Super Bowl. So if nobody watches, we understand why. But we're going into issue 35, the Blood Gulper, and we're sinking our teeth into the Blood Gulper to see if Vampirella is the Blood Gulper or if she's not. Us three know already, but you guys don't know. And what happens when she meets a Frankenstein type character?
Yeah, crazy stuff going on in this one. Anyways, Dollar Dale, how you doing, man? Hope you had a great week. Doing good, bud?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just doing good. Just working on my stuff. I should have, something going on pretty soon.
And before we get rolling here, I got Dell's new Instagram and new YouTube all down there, all down in the description below. I even got B stuff down in the description below. But before we get like I said, before we get to sink our teeth into this, let's sink our teeth into Vampy 1. Actually came onto market this week, or it came into auction this week. So right now it's sitting at, that. What do we think it's gonna surpass? Do we think it's gonna surpass issue 31, painting 31, or where it where it hit that? Or do we think it's gonna do where issue 25 or his anniversary cover did Vampirella, one where she actually had the outfit on? Or we think it's doing that number or some past this number? What are we thinking?
I mean, I thinking that like it's issue number 1. It's the classic, Vampirella. I mean, that's what she's based off of, and like how she is like doesn't have her costume on.
Right.
She's pretty much in the buff right there. I think this thing should crush the issue 31's price at $1,075,000 or 79. Right. But I don't know if it will. But honestly, it should overbeat it. So I say it's going to get closer to over, at least $1 million and a half. But it should go for $2 million easy. If the other one went for that much, man, this thing's got to go for that, right?
It's not in 19 days. We'll find out. So when it ends, I'll pull it back up and we can see where it ends at. So right now it's sitting at that. So 19 days from now, it's gonna end.
Wow, exciting time! I can't wait.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see it. So I'm excited to see where this ends. And that I read up on the thing. It actually comes in a frame. So it actually comes in a frame. There's so it might, if people do read the description, it might hit either this or a little above, but there's slight sun damage and there's slight little things on it, but you can't really see it. But it's like small details.
Yeah, I mean, a little sun damage on something like this. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's original. It's the OG. This is it right here.
And then if you got that type of money, anyways, you're not going to care of you can restore it if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to, man. And you want to keep pristine and like this how it is, because it's you can't you can replicate it, but you can't replicate the actual artist who drew this and and became what Vampirella is. She's got millions of fans all around the world, so it's like this is awesome.
All right, though. So what do you think? Is it going to surpass that, or you think it's going to do like the 2 numbers, this number? Or a little past this one, or is it going to be semi closer to this number?
I think it's going to be. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm just kind of speculating. It might get close to the other one, where it's probably going to hit like $1 million.
Right.
I'm just guessing it should hit $1 million. I don't know if it's going to hit like $1.5 million or 1.7.
I'm pretty much in B's boat. I think it's gonna hit 2 mil. I mean, if it hits 3, I'll be surprised. You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna hit closer to almost like right before 2, like right off. Like I have a feeling it's gonna be like right there.
Yeah, so
Yeah, there's fans all around the world, right?
Right. So we don't know. So 19 days from now, we'll find out.
yeah, so it's obviously gonna be obviously that's why it's at an auction house.
Right.
So it's a big somebody obviously with money.
Right.
And
but if it does
big price
break
for
that
Zeta fans
record,
as well.
it's gonna hit a new I think a new high for him. I think don't remember exactly. I think Egyptian Queen was the first one. I think this was the first one that hit more than that, and then I think this is the one that took Egyptian Queen's place. So I won't be surprised if this one does take its place. You know what I mean? I won't be surprised at all. But we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see in 19 days. But like I said, I'm excited. We're all excited to see where this actually lands. So I know Dell, I know B, I know I am. I know everybody that's a Vampy fan is going to be excited to see where this lands.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued about that because I didn't know about it till now. So yeah,
Right.
I can't wait to see where this thing goes.
Yeah, I read the synopsis of how they have details on it. So I actually read the synopsis on it. So the whole thing why she doesn't have the outfit in 91 Warren gave back the painting to him. He kept it for that, from that long. 91 he looked at it, he goes, I didn't do the outfit. Like I'm thinking what he was thinking in his head. Trina Robbins was the one that came up with the bikini. So I don't like her with so I'm just gonna, strip it or whatever. And supposedly the story goes, Jimmy Palmiotti's told this story. So supposedly Jimmy actually walked in on him actually taking the outfit off of her. So and then Sarah Frazetta was, they were at the same panel or whatever. So Sarah, asked him, why didn't you stop him? She goes, it's your grandfather. It's Frazetta. I'm not going to say that to him to irritate him at all. But I thought that was a funny story behind it. So yeah, but the story goes that he goes, whoever auctioned it off or whoever buys it, if they want me to, I will paint the outfit back on. So the original guy that bought this one, I guess didn't care.
No, he's like, leave it as is, man.
Right. So, I mean, you can't blame him anyway, but whatever.
What did I'm curious. What did the guy pay? Pay for the painting.
I'm curious too, but they didn't show. Like, I'm guessing the guy lost the paper, but not like this guy where he had the paperwork with it. So it might like you and B were saying, since this one had the paperwork, that's probably why it hit. That's probably why it hit more. You know what I mean? So if this one doesn't have, I didn't see anything with paperwork or anything like that, but I'll take a look at it again. But I didn't see anything on there that said, it comes with, like a receipt or something that was signed by Frazetta saying how much he sold it for. But because it was an auction, it was another auction house. So when he got it, so yeah, so we'll see where this lands. But I have a feeling it's gonna land either semi close to this or either, a little like almost to $2,000. I think.
2 million, yeah.
But we'll see. Like I said, I'm excited to see where that lands. And then we're talking about this issue 35, and then the cover and everything. So it was done by Enrich, and Enrich had a model for this. And I actually found it in his art book, the photo that he used. So this is the photo he used for it. You can pretty much tell because her fingers doing the same gesture. So yeah, so that's actually the photo and the model. But he uses models a lot. Like
that's great. That's awesome.
Right.
When they're using realistic, and I mean that's how we used to draw back in school, man. It's like draw or figure, have a model there or a vase or flower or whatever. But Hell yeah, dude. This thing's amazing. Like after seeing the cover, I love the cover, by the
Right.
way. I loved it. And then
Right.
when now you're showing me the model of it,
Right.
it's great, man. It's so cool.
Right. Like I said, I do my, you know what I mean? I do my due diligence.
Yeah.
Anytime we do this, I look up stuff. I look up like some fun facts about it. That's the whole reason we do this in the first place. So it's for the fun facts and everything. But like I said, there actually was another issue that had this cover on it, and it was the French edition. So I had it. I actually got this a while back, and it's actually the French edition, issue 20 of the French edition. The funny thing is,
Wow.
it's not the same story. It's not the same story in it. You guys want to guess what story is in it? I'll give you a clue. It's one of the ones in Mexico.
Okay. So we get the sun god in this one.
Yeah, so it's the sun god in this issue.
Which is utterly.
Yeah. But it's different from the American edition. If you look at it, all the words are all over this one.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I like that other edition that you're holding up right now better because it doesn't have all the this story. It's this
right.
It's not so convoluted with all this other verbiage.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like this cover way more than the other one because all the all the trade dress all over it. But this is a simple trade dress. It just has Vampirella on it.
That's stunning, man. I'm jealous, man. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It looks a lot better. But let's dive our way into this blood gulper, and we're in New York this week, and and then next week we'll be in Egypt.
I love it. We're all over the place in this, but they got to cover every continent, every state, every little city, wherever you're at. It's awesome.
So we start off with her in chained up to a bed, but we find out later when this happens. But
this is kind of like a prelude of what the story's about, and so it's like okay, and then we get into the story. So,
actually, before I forgot about this. I actually found some panels from the artist on on Heritage again. So
Lexman Luau.
Yeah, no, it's actually what is it? Jose Ortiz.
Jose Ortiz. Flexman is the writer. I'm sorry,
right.
Really excited there.
So which page do we think was the most expensive out of the 3 pages I found? I found page 12, I found page 15, and I found the cover page. Do we think the cover page was more, or do we think one of the other pages were more?
I'm looking at him real quick. I'm cheating, y'all. You said 12 and 15?
Yeah, 12 and 15 are the pages.
I'll go with cover page.
Cover page? What about you, B?
I think the cover page is a really good candidate for winning that, but I don't know. I don't know. I like 15. I like 15.
You like 15's page? Okay. But so
I'm saying I pick 15. Is what
you pick 15? Okay,
yep.
15 is the one you think was more expensive. Well, Dell's actually the one on the right one, but Dell, you want to guess what the price was?
I'll go with $5,000.
5? Let's see. I'll pull it up.
Show it.
Oh, dang. You're
I
right
wasn't too far off.
Yeah, you're right there, man.
A little over, but I wasn't too far off.
Yeah, so that's that page. So let's see what the other 2 pages went for.
I like 12 though, because you're gonna show 12 here, and get a full vampy shot in 12.
Okay, hit the wrong button again, like I always do.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah,
lives are hard.
Right here,
anything can happen.
Yeah, here's here's page 12. So 12, so 12 would be the second one.
Yeah, I must be looking at something different. But yeah, that we don't get the full vampy, but we get vampy in bat form. That's what's crazy about these old issues. Like
Right.
she turns into the vampire bat. Isn't that what they call her?
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
And oh man, she's straight up we don't want to say that word on YouTube, but somebody's head right there.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And then this one, and then we have the other one. So that's the second most expensive page. So 15 is the least, I think, not the least expensive, but it's
One now.
yeah. It was low. That
wow.
page.
Not even a grand. Jeez.
Yeah. That was low, but it was in 2013. So all 3 pages were in 2013. But if they popped up now, I think they will go for a lot more now, though. If they popped up now, yeah. So if they popped up now, it would go for a lot more. But yeah. So what do we think of Flex's writing in this one so far?
You know what? Like I said, I come to learn that these are pretty much just like one shots,
right?
And like they're a story from beginning to end,
right?
They may have a little continuity with it because like they even mention like what happens in this one.
Yeah,
their character from the previous issue, they use that, so they do tie him in as one stories, but I think maybe he is actually trying to build a little universe here. I don't know. We'll see where it's going to go from here on out. But no,
we'll see next week because next week, if you look at next week's issue, it seems like that's what he's trying to do. Like exactly what you said. It's look like that's what he's trying to do. But so do we think Vampirella is the Blood Gulper?
I think Pendragon thinks that she is.
Right. Because the victims have puncture holes. So this is the interesting part. This panel, if you look at the actual book, the panel ain't as dark as this page is, because the whoever scanned this, scanned it a little, maybe the scanner was well, I don't know when it was scanned, so it could have been, ain't like now where you scan, like certain parts are darker than normal, but interesting that they think that Pendragon's like, I'm a drunk anyway. And you're reading the paper, he goes, she could have done it.
It's like it happened again. Where were you at, Vampy? And she's like, I'm not the Gulper, and he's just like,
he's like questioning.
Yeah,
but it's interesting that we get to meet some some shady characters. Some interesting characters.
So we really find out who is actually behind this blood gulping, whatever this, what's going on. And we find out that these people are, they're taking blood from these random people, like killing them pretty much, because they need the blood. And then where is this blood going to?
Right. Taking what was it, 5 liters or 5 gallons or 5 liters?
5 liters. 5 liters,
5 liters. But if you read the first page of this part, it says she only takes 3 liters or something.
Yeah, it does. I love the beginning part of Flexman right here. How he kind of just gives you. I'm like, there's a lot to read here, but right when I read it, I'm like, okay, I definitely I'm ready to get into the story.
Right.
You know what's going on. So we always talk about jump on ability. Like if you can. I love this little. Couple, paragraphs. Let you know what
that's
the book's all about.
That's one good thing I noticed about Flex is that you don't have to grab the previous issue, but you can grab this one. He'll there's a lot of like you guys said, there's a lot of writing on it, but he tells you a little bit of what's going on. So that's nice of that. So
it is.
Yeah. And then we meet the mad scientist that's creating something.
I mean, Dale, when you were reading this, did you before they even mentioned Frankenstein, were you thinking Frankenstein? Because I was. I'm like,
I was.
There's a Frankenstein story here, right?
Yeah, it was. It's a Frankenstein or Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Or
if you don't want to talk about the movie Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks, right? Oh,
yeah, Mel Brooks,
amazing.
Frankenstein or Frankenstein, or Igor or Igor.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out if it's a Frankenstein or if it's something. Actually, it's named something else in this thing, so it's kind of funny. It's named something else because they couldn't use. Well, they used Frankenstein here, but they couldn't use. You know what I mean?
Well,
They
no,
couldn't
what?
use-
Yeah, what's he doing though? Like he's like, so are we ready to talk about like what these characters are doing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like they're making an AI robot pretty much. Like holy crap, this is like
Right.
1974, 75, you know, and they're gonna put
74.
yeah putting
August of 74.
putting a computer in someone's brain to make him
Right.
like a half human, or they call him something like that, you know, like
Right.
you know, like this is wild because like now today we got these AI robots, you know, we do they're there, but talking 1974,
Right.
this Frankenstein
Right.
making an AI robot.
Yeah. Pretty much making an AI back then.
But instead of like oil, it needs blood to live on.
Right. It needs blood, and then somebody takes an infatuation to our new Frankenstein character.
And what was the saying too? It's like it needs like 5 liters of blood a day or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
5 liters of blood.
So that's more than Vampy takes. Vampy only takes 3
exactly.
3 liters.
Because like when this Frankenstein character is making this character like or this AI bot, right when he gives him the full amount of blood that's in a human, 5 liters, then it comes to life.
Right.
So then they're like, well, it needs 5 liters a day to survive.
Right. 5 liters a day, and then somebody. Well, we don't get to it just yet, but this was one of my favorite panels. Actually, if you look at the actual book and inside these panels are actually really nice. What Jose Ortiz did on this page, where she's actually chucking the bottle at him.
Yeah, I know. I realized this when I was reading it too. I was like, okay, this is a great panel, great pages. Right. You got action in it, you know. Right. It's like, and like she's fed up in this one too.
Yeah.
He's like, I am not the freaking blood gulper. I'm not. And Pendragon's so dang drunk. Drunk people just start rambling off about like stupid stuff. Right. And this is what happens to him, and it bites Pendragon in his ass, dude.
Well, you're lucky she didn't bite him in the ass. Yeah. Because you remember that last issue that Flex did something to her called the Draculonian Rage. That's what I thought. I thought he was gonna bring it back up again and then go, she's you know.
Yeah, we love it when she gets that rage though. That's what we need to see more of. Like give us some emotion from her, and like pissed off, thirsty. She's thirsty as hell, you know.
Right. I'm actually glad that Jose and Flex did this, or Ortiz, because it gives her more depth in this one a little bit. They gave her more depth. But one thing that I see on some of these old school letters pages, they're saying like Flex is right. What is it? Flex is writing. Some of the letters say they look like Flex has a pretty much a copy and paste type writing, like where it says it's similar. It's like little bits and pieces are similar to the previous story. It's just they use different characters in the story, so something like that. I read it like a couple of times and I didn't feel like this was it. This time he didn't do that this time.
Yeah, I don't see that. I get what you're saying, and I can see how that could happen. But like as of like a new reader to this, Warren Publishing, I haven't noticed like any repetition of the same story.
Right.
But I guess maybe we're gonna keep reading. I don't know. We're gonna go from here.
Right.
As of now, I haven't seen that. I've seen that like. Well, I guess maybe like the same. I would say like the same format. Like
that's what they were saying.
There's the same format where like Vampy's at a new city. There's
Right.
a new evil, and
Right.
like she doesn't like it, and somehow
Right.
she gets put there, and then
Right.
maybe she ends it at the end. Maybe the same format, but
Right.
like maybe that's what it is.
But that's the whole reason I bring up the letters pages sometimes, because I'll read the letters pages to come up with some questions to ask you guys to see, it's questions from back then, so it's cool to see what we think now about it. So it was fun. Sometimes I read the letters pages, I go, ooh, that's a good one. I'll use it this week.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
This,
they get in a major fight. Like Del said, I'm gonna be the star this time. Like you said it earlier.
Yep.
Vampy's gonna be the star this time.
yeah, she's finally going to take over. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I don't need you,
Right.
you drunk ass fool.
Yeah.
Thinking
Pretty
I'm the one
much.
over here killing everybody. It's
Yeah.
like, and he's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Now, this was the page I thought was up on auction. So
Dude,
that's why-
this page, if
Yeah.
this page came up, I think this page would have rivaled the freaking cover page, because
man,
it's a full figure of Vampy. And then we meet the Frankenstein character, and we actually get a name for the Frankenstein character. And it's kind of funny because the Frankenstein you would think the Devour Devastator, that's what it was.
okay.
Devastator.
Devastator.
He's a devastator.
Okay.
I love it.
Devastating.
We understand why he got named the Devastator, because of I'm guessing the way he looks, you know what I mean? So, and devastate the females,
So such a rock star. Call him the Devastator.
Yeah.
Idol, the hottest idol, like
Right.
in 1974, like
Right.
that, and like, but where did he come from, right? Like,
Yeah, nobody knows, but we know where the vocal cords came from.
yeah,
From the previous guy that was the artist, that was the manager.
like
So-
Cassidy or something. So this is where Flexman will he threw in like the last issue, so
Right.
so it makes it the same at same story.
Oh, that's
This
what I
issue.
was trying to figure out. Why the hell did they, the little piece where it goes, go back to this issue. Oh, it makes sense now.
Yeah, because he died in Venice in Italy. He was the singer, the guitar player from last week.
Okay. So I was I'm scratching my head. I recognize the name. I just couldn't figure. I'm like, why is it telling me to go back?
Yeah, the one you go back. So it's like that was, and like that's where Vampirella is at. So this is where like these one shots that these are one complete story. They tie in together a little bit with each one.
Right.
Like one character from the previous, one character from the previous. So that's what's I think it's cool. Like
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I didn't put two and two together. I'm like, I recognize the name. I'm going, why am I recognizing the name? But now you mention it, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it's still like a one shot, but it's still kind of like tying in.
Yeah.
Right.
Tying in with the previous. It's like it's making like a brief connection.
There's chapters in a story, and they connect them together by like one character.
Right. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, I mean, it's at least this one's not as stuffed as the last issue. Last issue was freaking
is all over the place.
Yeah, always all over the place. At least this one's, one way, one road. We're going one way.
Yeah, we got a group of characters and Vampirella pretty much, and Pendragon, but like that's all we have. We don't have like all these other group of characters coming into the carnival of freaking evil or whatever it was called,
or whatever it was.
Yeah, but they threw one of those characters that now we still remember, Cassidy, the guitar player.
Right.
He died in that issue,
and
Doctor over here, the mad scientist, was able to. He's like, I lost millions of dollars because like apparently like he like was a promoter or creator of this guy. I don't know if he was an AI bot. They haven't put that out yet.
Right.
But they took his vocal cords, put it in the what was it again? The
Devastator.
The Devastator.
Devastator right here. And he's half fucking human and half AI bot with Cassidy's freaking vocal cords in him,
Right.
and he's a pop icon. And
Right.
like next thing you know, like, hey, let's put Vampirella is going to be like an act where he's
Right.
singing at it's like
Right.
a big venue, and like
And
they're
somebody, they both take a liking to each other, or one takes a liking a little too hard, and then the other one goes, something smells familiar about this guy.
Yep, I love it because maybe
Yeah.
she smells a little bit of blood on his
Right.
throat, in his throat.
Right.
She's like, what's going on over here? But she
Right.
doesn't realize this. But she's intrigued about it.
Right.
She is.
Yeah.
But what drove me nuts about the next part is where she actually gets me and Del and you read it, where she's actually whooped, lackeys' asses, quote, intended, but and it made her seem like she's, she gets fucking gassed. I'm like, really? I go, you almost threw the judo through freaking like 4 guys last time. I go, and now you get now Flex gets a hold of you. You're a damsel again, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, she kind of gets taken down pretty easy from behind.
Right.
The Devastator, right? Or
Devastator. Yep.
He's like, I want Vampirella, and like the creators of him is like, oh wow, like he actually got struck by like the Cupid arrow,
Yeah. Right about that, right down here is where these two mention it right here in this panel.
Yeah. And so like they're like, wow, okay, well, let's give him her. But then like the mad scientist is like, well, she cannot have a brain. Let's take her brain out of her head, put the same type of computer in her brain that the Devastator has, and then there we go. They're like, yeah, no worries.
That was the worst. That was the worst idea they had.
Yeah.
And then so like they go get their goons to go, take Vampirella down as she's walking over here, because she's all like, what's up with this Devastator? Why does his breath smell like blood? Pretty much.
Right,
and so like they take her down. Like, wait, like Jeff said, like, whoa, why is she getting taken down so easy? But
yeah,
she
because
does.
you remember the drug issue. She like judo through the freaking guys. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, Del mentions it every once in a while too. Like she judo through freaking goons before, and like it depends on what writer takes a hold of her. Is like, huh? It's like, okay.
It's like, the reader, like we know, like she's gonna overcome this shit,
right.
but she's got to get in some stressful situations.
No, yeah,
right?
I got it. I just thought it was. I just think.
I know.
Funny.
I love it.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. It's just, I thought it was funny, but like you guys said, every time she changed into a bat, I'm like, but if you read the newer stuff, she doesn't turn it. I don't think I have you. No. Yeah, none of the new stuff. She turns into a bat. Maybe back then it was a little more taboo for her to bite somebody. Maybe that's why they have her turn into a bat in the 70s. In the early 74, I'm guessing.
It's really strange because like even like we'll get into a panel here like towards the end where like she's not just a small bat, like she's a human bat, like straight up tall as her.
Right.
It's like I think maybe they wanted to bring the sexy back in the new ones where it's just like let her just have bat wings.
Right.
We don't need to have her turn into a vampire bat.
Right.
Let's have her turn into like, even
still
though like
human, but what big ass wings.
big old wings, sexy as hell. But like, dude, like there's some Paul Rilla covers with like wings coming out of her back. They look absolutely gross, disgusting. But like she's so beautiful at the same time. So like it's like a car wreck. I can't look away from it.
You're right.
Like,
we can't look away from it. But it's like I said, it's interesting to see back then. Like I was thinking, I'm like, maybe because the code of the comic books code authority, that maybe they couldn't be, maybe she couldn't be human to bite her, bite them, so they had
Yeah,
to turn her into something.
that makes sense. Maybe
Right.
that was it, like the
Right.
comic code or whatever.
Right. Yeah, but it's in magazine form, so they wouldn't be. I don't think they had, or they weren't. Their eyes weren't towards the magazines yet. I don't know, but I'm just I'm just taking guesses.
Wasn't the comics code like more directed more towards like Marvel and DC at that time, since they were the big two?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I would think so as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously,
yeah. I just thought it was. I just thought reading.
Start reading books till like the 90s anyway.
Right.
So
yeah, no, just looking back at it, I just thought it was interesting. I'm like, why does she turn into a bat every damn time? I'm like, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, 1974 code of maybe that's what, maybe that's the idea they had was, just turn her into a bat, can't get into trouble if she's, if
they're probably thinking like vampire or werewolves, a human turned into a werewolf.
Right.
And then like you even got the whole Dracula, scene where like he would turn into a bat. So that's probably where they were going. I'm glad that like where we are now today, 2026, she doesn't do that. But like again, it would be kind of a cool throwback if like all of a sudden she turns into a vampire bat. That would like give all of us old school fans from the Warren Publishing what we're reading now, like, oh wow, she can really turn into a bat.
That would be good. Yeah, that would be cool to see her turn into a bat again at least once during the new run.
Yeah,
if Priest or if any of the guys from Dynamite are watching, any of you guys are watching,
Brucci. But they put out a lot of one shots. They do their holiday specials, the Halloween, the freaking Christmas, the spring. You
could do a one shot,
and they're
like
one
this.
shot like that. They can do that. That have her actually like turn into a bat and be like, "With Pen, dude, we need Pendragon. What the fuck?"
Yeah, we need Pendragon back. Dude, it would be fun to see.
I would love to see Pendragon in a new series, dude.
So I don't know. He was actually in a series, but it was early Dynamite, like 2010 or 12, 13, 14, something like that. He was, but he wasn't the drunk he is in these, but he was more like a leader of nuns or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it's something like that. I'm like because I was thinking, I'm like, when did Pendragon come back? And then I'm like looking through, I'm like, oh, okay, so he came back here. So I looked at the story, I'm like, oh, I have these issues. Look back, I'm like, man, it's nothing like the Warren
Pendragon.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, interesting. Okay, so we're getting to the show. She breaks free. She takes her three leaders like she needs. Or I think she takes way more than 3 liters, but
yeah. What happens here is that like they kidnap her pretty much and take her to the lair where they're going to go ahead and take out the 7 or 7, the 5 liters of blood from her, and she's like, I don't bleep and think so, dude. And this is where she turns into like the big old bat, dude, and she just goes and after the Mad Doctor. It's
after
huge.
you said it. Yeah, after you said it, and I'm like, I look back at it, I'm like, oh yeah, she's full
form.
Yeah, but that's
like before she was just like a little tiny bat.
Yeah, but that's Gonzalez. Yeah. You see the difference of Gonzalez and freaking Jose Ortiz. Ortiz draws him huge as shit.
Yeah, almost like the Mothman over here. Just huge. And like she doesn't shrink down.
It's funny because if you look at Gonzalez and his, because Gonzalez sensual. Gonzalez wants to make her a little more sensual, so it makes her smaller. But this guy goes, hey, let's make her as big as we can. Like fill out the page. I'm like, huh.
I like it. I like it.
I like it too. It's cool. It's something different. It's not Gonzalez, you know what I mean? It's Ortiz.
And Vampy over here on the right hand of the screen, dude, with her bangs right there, and it's like it's black, but there's just all this blood. It's just dripping.
if you actually get the issue, it's a lot lighter. That panel is a lot like these panels are a lot lighter than it is. I'm guessing, like I said, I guess the lighting or the skin of however these guys did it.
It's probably the way it was scanned, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. Yeah. So a lot of these pages are a lot lighter than they look right now. So
Vampy's so freaking pissed off right here. She's like, now let me set the record straight.
Who's the real blood gulper?
Who is the real freaking blood gulper right here? You're like, it's
about to go down pretty much.
I love it. I think that, like, talking about this more, like, you know, now live with y'all, I'm loving the story more and more. Dude.
Yeah. Like, I read it a couple of times. I'm being honest with you. I read it like four to five times at least. To get some questions, to see some stuff, and I'm like, I actually enjoy this one. I didn't at first. I didn't enjoy it when I read the first time, and then I read it back through it a couple of times. I'm like, I'm actually enjoying this one. So it's in, you know what I mean. So we get Vampy to go. You know, Vampy's at the show with the Devastator. So we see something fly up to the Devastator. We know it's Vampy. You guys don't know it's Vampy yet, and we're telling you it's Vampy now. But pretty much, I'm gonna show you who the Devastator is, or who the freaking Blood Gulper is, because everybody keeps calling me the Blood Gulper. I'm gonna show you the real one.
It's a 500 million people watching this live. Is what it says. It's so funny. I love it. But like, it's Vampy's like finally like standing up for herself and being like, hell no, dude. Like, and she's being vicious as hell. Like, she's like, I'm gonna go ahead and like kill this mother bleeper.
Pretty much F them up
on live TV with 500 million people watching. And
where they don't know it's Vampy, they just see a bat attack the Devastator. So she don't care. It's like, you see a freaking bat, a huge bat attack the Devastator. So we know how big she is. So I imagine you're on stage or you're in the audience seeing a freaking huge bat coming towards this guy. You're like, what the hell?
And then like when she takes his head off pretty much, and like it's revealed that like he's not even human. He's like he's AI, or well he's
pretty much he's pretty much Frank. Like I told you guys in the beginning.
But they use robots. Like, it's so crazy how they nowadays that can really happen. But reading this in 74, that's a crazy concept of having a half.
Imagine we were the guys in 74 reading this and going, and not nothing with computers. Or now reading it's like, dude, this could actually happen.
I know, it's wild.
Yeah,
it is really wild, dude. Like looking at it, freaking 50 years, from when it was written. Right.
Looking back at it now, it's like, crap, this could actually happen now. Actually,
it's like, wonder what some of those writers back then, they're predicting the future. They're they're writing shit that didn't happen in their time frame, but it is happening now in our time.
Right.
Crazy.
So this is just funny that we're reading it now and we're like, holy crap, it could actually happen.
Exactly.
So, but what do we think about the Blood Gulper story this week? And let's go with jump on ability this time, and then we'll go down the line.
But Jeff, come on, we got to finish the story though.
Oh yeah.
So come on.
Vampy
did her thing, and like was a show business by herself, and what happens is like she goes back to Pendragon, and she's like, and he's so drunk, he's just,
Pendragon actually mentions it on one of these panels here, where he goes, "Damn, I'm pretty much effed up."
He's
right
like,
here, right here in this panel here, where he goes, "The most beautiful woman in the world, and I screwed it up." That sounds like a really good party.
The bartender says, like, like it's like something like I was in heaven, but then I danced with the devil, pretty much like this. Is what he's saying.
Pretty much. But like you said, she goes looking for Pendragon, pretty much finds him in an alley, drunk off his gourd.
He's at his wits' end right here. Is what and like and like right here though, like this character down here on the left hand character,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like the mad scientist or part of it.
No,
He went
he's the
completely
manager.
crazy. The
He's the
manager,
manager.
he went crazy overseeing Vampirella take down the AI
Right.
pot, you know, the
Right.
Devastator.
Right.
So like, I mean, there's a lot going on in this story. Like we're
Right.
talking about the end of it. Next thing you know, we're bringing up other little storylines about little
Right.
characters
Right.
that this little freaking 15-page issue
Right.
brought us. There's a
Right.
lot of stories going, like a story going on it. And so,
But this one was a lot I can say this about this one. This one was a lot stronger, and it was a lot more put together instead of like you said, instead of
Totally.
boom, dropping all these characters in one shot. So at least this one was a lot tighter. I can say Flex did his job and then made it a lot tighter this time. So maybe he learned this lesson with the first one last week.
And then I mean, got to give props to the artist. I think the artist really took a lot of pride in what he was drawing.
Right.
And
it's not Gonzalez this week.
It came through.
Yeah, it's
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. We've got that new artist drawing this stuff, and like he took Flex's script and it really came through. I think he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I think he knocked it out of the park. I mean, honestly, it's different. It's a nice change from Gonzalez, I think. You know what I mean? I think this week is a nice little change on Gonzalez.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's honestly a nice change.
So I mean, so Dollar Dell, what do you think about those story overall? I'm really interested in know what you think.
Yeah, because you're the one that's not really a vampy guy.
Yeah.
So
well, at least the story was something cool and different. Try to do overall. I think that was pretty cool because you try to do like a science experiment with creating a Frankenstein monster type character, but they put somebody's a musician's vocal cords in there, so this Frankenstein type character was a little bit more animated. So he was became like a rock star, and it kind of like what we were going over throughout the story. Like he became infatuated with Vampirella, but of course, like we briefly went over when she got caught. She realized that it was like, oh, now I know why
I was infatuated with him.
Yeah, the smell. Why the smell was so familiar? Why she was kind of attracted to him is because it wasn't necessarily pheromones. It was blood. So, but overall, it was a good story. It was kind of an interesting twist, to have a Pendragon doubting Vampirella the whole time.
Yeah.
As well up until the end, until he realizes like, oh, why did I doubt you? Type of thing. So overall, it's a good little one shot story to even still, briefly touch, or like I see in some of the other issues, like they'll give a little references, like, hey, go check out this issue or that issue, but to kind of know how it's tied into it. So yeah, overall, it's a decent story. I found it to be pretty good. It's a good one.
Okay.
For a one timer.
One timer. Okay, and then okay. So the first score we're gonna have to give this one is pickup ability, or if somebody just picked it, just picked this issue off, just found it at a con or a convention or at a shop and wanted to just read this story, could they just read this and not read the carnival of whatever?
100%, easy pickup, like 9, like easy 9 pickup, 9 out of 10.
Okay, 9 out of okay, 9 out of
I'll give it the same. I'll say 9. It's a pretty easy pickup.
Okay, so 9. Yeah, I'll give it a 9 too. So all overall pickup ability wise for a first timer person like Dell is, we'll give it a 9. And then all right, second one, story by Flex. Is it stronger than last week's story?
100%, way stronger than last week. And I'm right there. Like I mean, if we're gonna really like try to talk about like a 10 out of 10, 9 out, what do those mean? What did those mean? So like I mean a 7 would be like, you know, I'm glad I read it.
Right.
And then an 8 would be like I'm glad I read it and this is great. This is a good story. And then 9 is like, oh my God, and 10 is like blows your mind.
Right.
I would honestly give this thing is like, no, I'm glad I read it, but I'm going to give that extra inch and give it an 8 out of 10 that I'm glad that I read it and it was fun. It was a great read.
Okay.
So I guess 8 out of 10 for me would be like a great read.
Right.
Loved it.
Okay. What about you, Dale?
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 myself because it was definitely a fun read for me and because it's.
Hey, look, we actually kind of agree this week, so that's actually good.
It's like with Vampirella, with just the War magazine stuff that I read so far. It's like it's been kind of hot and cold with me.
Right.
Yeah, because like some issues, you know, some issues I'm like, oh, this is not good. Other was like, all right, this is good. All right, this is okay. You know, so, but knowing you guys know, I'm very kind of like I have my blinders on when it comes to certain characters and stuff like that. But it was just I'm trying to be open to this, but it's like but it's like this story is actually pretty good. So and just Warren in general is like
yeah. But no, we know the history behind Warren anyway, so it's not surprised. But my grading better than last week. Not a 4 this week. It's actually I actually agree with these two, and actually it's an 8. It's actually a lot stronger because I read it a couple of times, and it actually got stronger. It actually got stronger the more I actually read it. So that's actually interesting to me that Flex can jump from a 4 to an 8. So I'm actually happy with this one. If you guys really want to pick it up, it's a 9. Don't have to go read anything else to go with it. You can read this one shot, and it pretty much fits for right now too, if you think about it, because robot AI type stuff. So it's actually a decent story that if you guys really want to read it, and it doesn't hurt. Did this story age well?
That's what I'm saying. It was before its time. This story was before its time, and it's coming to fruition right now. So that's what's so that's why we all gave it an 8, because like maybe like if never we had these AI robots or anything like that, it maybe not would have aged as well. But man, golly, dude, we're looking at this right now. 2026, y'all.
Crazy. Yeah, this could easily be turned to easily like some sort of like unique sci-fi horror type thing.
I mean, or if they want to do the movie, they can do the movie on this, a one-shot movie on this.
Definitely do a movie on this, or a unique sci-fi type of thing. Because this is something that I would say at the earliest, it would be like something out of the 80s,
right?
Or that was coming a lot of like sci-fi robots and reanimation of people. They like transforming, creating a creature with different body parts, and they actually could do that would be more than just a Frankenstein monster moaning and groaning. This one actually could sing and talk and do jazz hands and all that.
So, okay. So, what do we think of Ortiz's art, Jose Ortiz's art?
I mean, like you said again, there's some really great panels. You said it like the PDF doesn't really hold what it is on the actual magazine.
Right.
I mean, it's good. I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
7, solid, good.
What about you, Del?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'll give it a 7. It's pretty decent.
Okay. All right. So I only have one nitpick about his stuff is it, and I know he's not a Gonzalez, but I know his faces aren't going to be see where he does the victim faces are decent. It's the couple of vampy faces that he did that drove me crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, there was like this one on the very very like where she throws that bottle, but the one to the top, the face to the top a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a little off putting for me. The small face, not the rest of them, but that one. There's certain ones that are okay, but yeah. Now I'll give it.
I get what you see with that one. I had to look at it real quick. It's a little like weird looking.
Yeah.
But there, I don't know. I mean, she's got some good eyelashes. She's got
This is
good
like
hair.
I said. This is a little nitpick, but I'll still agree with you two, and I still give it a 7 because it's a nice change from Gonzalez. You know what I mean? It's a nice actual change from what Gonzalez does. It's a nice it's a nice other style that that we haven't seen yet, because Gonzalez did what 30 issues about 30 issues, something like that.
Yeah.
Or he started on 12. He started from 12 all the way up to the
like
last week's issue. Last week's
maybe.
issue. Yeah.
So around 24, 25.
24, 25 issues. So yeah, I'll give it a solid 7. So we'll give it a solid 7. Yeah. And
I mean, I even dig like not Vampirella, like
right.
Some of the other characters. There's some good detail in black and white in here. I mean, so that's why it's a 7.
Yeah. For me too, because like I said, it's a little nitpick about her face. That's a little one. You know what I mean? It's small, but overall, it's a decent. It's a overall read. It's a 8, and then if a pickup ability, it's pretty much a 9. If you guys want to pick it up, cover wise, yeah, no questions asked. Covers pretty much a 10.
10.
Goddamn 10. 10. It's a 10 from Inrich again, because now we know where the original came from, where the idea came from was from this photo here. You know what I mean? So yeah,
they don't make them like they used to, man.
No, they don't paint them like they used to either. So I mean, the only one that comes close is the Perillo. The only one that comes anywhere close is Perillo and Carla. Those two are
and they're married. So it's
and both of those guys are the only one. And Jusco,
Selena.
3.
I know. I like Selena. Selena does great work. I like Sun Kumanai K, which go check her out. I mean, wow,
that's some great artist, man. Like of Vampy. But now we're going into next week's issue. I'll show you guys.
Joe Jesco though. Jesco. Oh, amazing Vampirella art. Amazing.
Well, he read these when he was younger. So and then next week's issue will be issue 36. We're getting to Egypt. We're going to Egypt. I'll give you guys the cover page, and that's all I'm giving. Nothing else. And then we get a pinup by Gonzalez in this issue, and then this is gonna be the title of the story,
Empire of the Nile.
And then, like I asked the question with you guys before we started, what's Vampirella have to do with Cleopatra? We'll find out next week. And what happens when you get a drunk behind a car? And you'll find that out in this issue too.
Can't wait.
Yep. So I'll send you guys to this after we get after we finish off with this. But that's next week's issue, guys. And then it's Song. I always get his name wrong. St. Julian's cover. So there's this is it's gonna be interesting to see, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see what you guys think. I actually enjoyed it. When I read it another 2 times or 3 times something this week. So I actually enjoyed this one. It's kind of cool that they intertwine some stuff, intertwine some history, like he did with the Mexican one. So it's gonna be interesting to see what you're gonna think about it. B. I'm excited to see what you think and what you and Dell are gonna think. So I'm excited. I'm always excited when we do these, but you guys know how this works. Like, subscribe. B stuff is down in the description below. and Dell's new channels getting up and running soon. All that stuff down in the description below. Go give him a new follow on his new Instagram. What is it? The
Real Deal Dollar Dell.
I love it. That's a great name.
Yeah, great name and a great logo. So Dell might be coming out with some stickers later, maybe.
Yeah, so I got, because I just created a logo on there just so because I'm actually reading up on a 3-part series I'm going to do reviews on that I got from the Dollar Bin. So part of my channel is going to be like reviewing Dollar Bin books. So just a quick little rundown. I'm just going to read these books first. It's called The Brute, coming out of Atlas Comics. I'm going to read that. So because it is a 3-part set, I'm getting a hold of that. So I'm going to read that real quick, give a brief history on it, and I'm going to do a 3-part series on that because it is 3 issues. But that should be if not this week, this coming weekend, probably the following. But I'm going to definitely do that. So
us two can help you out with it. So just hit us up and let us know. But what's B got going on?
Now that I got all my new comic book day shipment shipped to me, so now I do my reviews of certain books that are good enough to be reviewed. And I did Flesh Eating Cheerleaders from Outer Space holiday special. And this is absolutely an amazing, crazy. It's a 2-parter. There's 2 stories in it, but just imagine, Santa Claus comes down, instead of getting cookies and milk, he gets some strippers that want to go ahead and put a show on for him. And that's what it's absolutely mind-blowing, dude, for mature readers only. And then, of course, we're going to do the hottest top 20 covers of the week of New Comic Book Day on Wednesday. Y'all know when New Comic Book Day is, right? It's on Wednesday. And so I'm going to go through all those books that came out that day and find the hottest covers for you. And then we can talk about them live on Wednesday.
You guys know, Sunday, next Sunday, we're doing Vampy Book Club episode, 37. So you guys know where this is gonna go. You guys don't know where it's gonna go, but we're going to Egypt. So make sure that bring your sunscreen, guys. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.